Hi everyone. Hello. Can you see my screen? Can you please confirm that if you are able to hear my voice and see my screen? Hi everyone. Good evening. So you are able to hear my voice? Great. Great. Thank you. So we'll discuss about the Nifty and Bank Nifty. This is the weekly calendar. Okay. Now what has happened here on Monday? You heard about that news of HDFC and HDFC Bank merger. And due to that, what happened is that if I go to the daily chart, you will understand that these were the first 2 days. Actually, this was the first day, and since then it corrected, and today was a little bit of pullback. Okay. Now the broader question in our mind is what next? Okay. So please note, when I look at this Nifty, if it is able to stay above 18,150, Nifty is quite likely to move towards higher levels. Okay. Though how it is possible, I am very doubtful because of the global situation, inflation situation. But technically, if it sustains above 18,150 and 200, then it may really over a next few months go towards 20, 22, 23,000. But what that looks to me very unlikely from my common sense. Okay, the way I see they are behaving, like the inflation is behaving, the global rate cycle is behaving, and the currencies are behaving. It is looking quite a tough scenario to me. Now, what happened is that Nifty today closed near 18,800. You can see there is a sweet trend line here. Now, if this trend line is broken, this YOLO trend line, I'm broadening it, and market again has to go below 17,300, 350. Below that, market goes, it will be then a bearish move towards again possibly towards 15,800. But for next week, the broader range for the market can be on the lower side 17,500, 17,600, and on the upper side 18,100, 150. So one should try to buy puts. If someone is trading the Nifty, someone needs to buy put if it gets Nifty in 18,000 to 18,150 range, and try to buy calls if they get the Nifty in 17,500 to 600 range. Now this is about the overall price action of the Nifty. Now let me also talk about Bank Nifty at the same breath. So regarding the Bank Nifty, a similar price action. There seemed to be a kind of a range breakout, but the range breakout did not last and it came. Now, as long as it remains below 38,200, 300, there is quite likelihood for it to push towards 36,600, 700, I would assume. On the other hand, above 38,300, it will generally become bullish. Okay, so try to buy puts if you get 38,200, 300 kind of level, and try to buy call if you get levels between 36,500 to 37,000 on an intra-week basis. Now, next week, you have to remember, is a very truncated week. Next week, there are two holidays. One is Ambedkarji Jayanti and another is possibly Good Friday. Okay, so two holidays. So next week is a truncated week. Only 3 days of price action you will get. A good thing is that Good Friday is a global holiday also. So in a way, we are having one uh, holiday in which the global market will trade, because all of you know that Good Friday will be holiday in the Europe and US also. Okay, so uh, so what I mean to say right now is that what you have to factor in by Wednesday, because Wednesday is also expiry, that how the technicals shape up to take care of Thursday's price action also. Okay. Now let me tell you, show you one very important thing. What you are seeing is all of you are feeling some kind of heat when you go to market to buy your daily things, daily food item or anything, or AC or a car, anything. If you are going, you are finding it very expensive, right? Now, you have to understand, and all of you have heard about the economic instability in many countries like Sri Lanka, and in Pakistan also right now, economic political turmoil. But these are part of that. When there is economic turmoil, it becomes political turmoil eventually, right? So things are not very well in our neighbor and all across globe. Why you have to understand is that the prices of wheat are at lifetime high. These are monthly charts. Okay. Price of corn is near lifetime high. Price of soybean is near lifetime high. Price of sugar, not lifetime high, but multi-year high, right? Multi-year high sugar. Cotton is had started going up. It has only been higher in the year of 2011, but other than it is lifetime high. Sunflower, you can see the sunflower seed, the oil you get is lifetime high. Okay. Now look at this thing. Okay. Uh, Light crude oil near lifetime high it went, and then a pullback. It can again go back up. Aluminium at lifetime high. Nickel went much higher because of the movement. But otherwise also, if you remember the upper thing, it is near lifetime high. Zinc is at lifetime high. Lead is at lifetime high. Iron ore, though not at lifetime high, but one of the highest level apart from this 2021 supply driven high. But otherwise, it is near lifetime high. So everything is, my friends, is at lifetime high. So what is happening is that natural gas is also at lifetime high. Everything is near lifetime high. So what will happen if prices go so much? All these are raw material, right? The big companies are making goods or anything out of this. Like FMCG companies, car companies, auto companies, steel companies, they are consuming these raw materials and producing some some output, right? Now, if the input cost goes up this much, can they pass on these input costs totally to the external to their customers? Do you think if wheat prices has gone up this much, biscuit prices or Ashirwad Atta prices, all these things have gone up in equal proportion? Do you feel that? Prices have not exactly doubled, right? No, you cannot. They have not done so, right? So what is happening? Or steel prices have gone so much? Has the car prices has become double? No. So what is happening? Every company that is in any kind of business, their margin is going to decrease. Profit margin decrease, right? Now, one thing is profit margin decrease, but do you also think that when I'm talking a little bit logic right today before going into chart. Now suppose you were consuming something of 10 units. Now the prices have gone up 50%. How has your consumption, not for all of you, but for many of you, has come down? If you're for anything, if you're buying maybe 10 milk packets a day for a big household. Right now, maybe it's due to the price rise, trying to cope up with kind of 7 or 8 packets. So there is a volume decrease in every case, right? If biscuit prices goes up 30%, 40%, पहले 3 बिस्किट खाते थे तो 2 बिस्किट खाएंगे बहुत लोग, है ना? Am I right? You have to understand this thing. So एक तो volume पे pressure आ रहा है. The volume is getting pressure, and Another thing is, unfortunately, this margin, profit margin going down. So profit is multiplication of profit margin into volume. Now volume is decreasing, profit margin is decreasing. Both are decreasing. What will happen to profit ultimately? What will happen to profit ultimately? They will go down. Very simply, they will go down. Okay. Now, only things, only thing, profit अगर कम होता है तो who are the consumers of IT services? Only thing that is not directly affected is IT services. So who are the consumers of IT services? IT services कौन consume करते हैं? Big institution mainly, right? Big institutions, this Unilever, Apollo Hospital, Maruti, they are the consumer of IT services mainly, apart from the product companies. Toyota. Now, if car sales goes down, if profit of the Toyota goes down, if profit of FMCG goes down, then they will also invest less in their IT. What do you think? अगर आपका अर्निंग बहुत अच्छा हो रहा है तभी ना आप हर साल घर का पेंट कराओगे. If you are not earning great, will you paint your house every year? No. So IT you will invest. So IT you will. So IT is also will face the slowdown. IT will also face the slowdown in some time. Okay. Apart from the digital part, IT will also face the turbulence of the uh, lower business. And what will happen? देखो, आप घर पेंट करा रहे हो, अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग. अगर कॉन्ट्रैक्टर ने आपको बोला कि सर 1.5 लाख लगेगा, यू आर अर्निंग गुड, यू से ठीक है चलो भाई थोड़ा कम करो, 145 में राजी हो गए. बट सपोज योर अर्निंग हैज गॉन डाउन, स्टिल यू वांट टू पेंट, व्हाट विल हैपन? यू विल बार्गेन, भाई 31 पे कर दो, प्लीज डू इट इट 1,30,000. Like that, you will try to argue. So the painter's margin will go down, right? So similarly, the IT margins will also go down because everything is in a very tough situation inflation wise. Let me explain to you with the US yield also. See, there was inversion of yield curve, like 2-year yield for some time went over 10-year yield, but now 10-year yield has broken out of this huge trend line that is existing from 1994. You have to understand this trend line, or even back from 1987. Okay. So 35-year trend line, it has broken out. And this is an extraordinary situation. And possibly it is right now going towards, right now it is 2.7. In the morning when we were live trading session today in the TMP, it was around 2.65. So if the interest rate goes down, goes up, if the bond yields goes up, what will happen to the bond prices? What will happen to the bond prices? Bond prices will go down. Yields go up, mean bonds will be having losses. Now, if if someone holding bond are going to bond prices will face losses in bond, what will they do? Suppose I am holding an asset on leverage. Now that price is going down. What I will do? I will try to that I can sell, but I have to fill up that gap, right? So I have to fill up that gap by selling other asset classes. Which are the other asset classes? So equities. Equities can go down, and when equities go down, and I was discussing this with my students in the TMP today. And see, I was discussing at that point of time that possibly, and that time it was 99.7. I was discussing today that it is highly likely that we will hit 100 in the dollar index. Till now, high is 99.993, possibly 100 is coming, and then 100.981, and then probably 100. Above that, there is a good possibility of a move towards 104. Now, if all these things happen, what do you think will happen to the equity markets? What do you think will happen to the equity markets? Tell me. If dollar goes higher, interest rates goes higher, equity is likely to go down. There is likely to be a recession in market. See, I have stopped discussing a lot of trades in the Twitter, but this thing I have been consistently posting that the overall situation right now is recession. So see, in last 4 5 days, I am continuously telling about the recession thing. Okay, so personally, I feel that there is right now 70 to 80% probability of a Western world recession. Western world recession. India may not go into recession. India may grow 3%, 4%. What happens if the world is in a recession? Now, please understand, our economies, the world economies, crashed in 2020 due to COVID. They bounced back in 2021. Net, we are at 2019 level in the GDP. Net, 2020 was crash, 2021 was recovery. So net, we are just at 2019 level. Now, if a recession comes right now, it will be very painful, right? Because 2 years of net zero growth, if recession comes now, we are in a big trouble because all the global markets have rallied a lot. Okay, so that is how I am coming back to the discussion. See, right now, what is happening in the crude front? Let us also discuss a little bit about the crude also. If you see this chart in the daily chart, crude oil is right now just hovering. Like, this is the chart from 2021, hovering at the support. Okay, people are very bewildered that how will this Russia oil, if they ban and they force India and other countries to actually forego Russian oil, how will the global oil consumption or be there? Please understand something. Globally, every day 100 million barrel oil is consumed. A simple thing. 100 million barrel of oil every day. Now, Russia exports 8 million barrel. Now, what happens with oil is, if oil uh, have a 1 million barrel per day deficit, oil price goes from 60 to 90. That is the nature of the commodity, 60 to 80. And if 1 million barrel per day there is excess, it drops from 80 to 60s. So oil is that kind of a commodity. So if 8 million barrels per day they are going to remove from market, ideally oil should be 400, 500. But why oil is not going to go up? Because if they formally don't take Russian barrels, what will Russia do? Will Russia stop producing oil? No. Then they will sell them in deep discount in black market. They will sell them in deep discount in black market. What will happen? Few people, this 8 million barrel will be sold at 35 or 36, 60 to 65. But the rest of the world will be paying almost $100 per barrel. So you understand that we are in a very precarious situation, and I think possibly holding 97, we can again see 110, 120 in the oil. Okay, so things are not very hunky dory. Okay, if I look at a very medium term to long term, if you ask me, and if the global situation remains like this. If the global situation improves, everything will come back to normalcy. But I personally think there is a good possibility if a recession comes, we may visit these levels of 14,000 to 14,500. And see, for the day when we are advising trading, we are not advising on my 5 month, 6 month, or 1 year view. Today in the morning when I was taking the live class uh, in the TMP, today was live trading session. I was showing them that Bank Nifty possibly was there, and Bank Nifty can possibly go to 38,000, and actually it went to 38,000. Okay, so this was the idea. This is how we give overall picture for in day-to-day idea. Because I said, because for this fall that happened, this is the volume point of control, and price was moving above this 38,000, and it can go to 38,050, and it went to 38,000. So our day-to-day trading that we will advise will totally depend on our very shorter term objective. But for those who are investors or looking for a medium term, I think there is a fear, more than 70% probability of a recession globally, not in India, in time, and you should hold a little bit of cash. Now, discussing about the stocks that we have given this week. See what is happening. If I show you Nifty mid cap, in spite of what is happening with the Nifty mid cap, you can see had a phenomenal run this week. This is weekly chart. Nifty small cap, Nifty small cap had a phenomenal move. Apart from that, Nifty energy, obviously due to ONGC and etc. and uh, and Nifty FMCG. Only these two indices look good, FMCG and energy. Apart from that, I don't think any index look good to me. But what stock will work, we will discuss in the next week only. That will vary from day to day basis. Now, for let me discuss the stocks that we discussed this week. JK paper, okay, in the TMP. So JK paper we discussed when it was breaking out, then it went up quite a bit, 6-7% it went up. Bharat Dynamics, right? Bharat Dynamics Limited, I gave a trade yesterday, moved quite a bit. I will discuss those which did not work out well also. Okay, so not everything is working great. Hdfc Amc had a great move. You can see HDFC AMC when I gave it, it had a 6-7% move. So did Sheela Foam. Okay, Sheela Foam also had a 3-4% move once I gave. Now the stocks which did not do well, Tata Motors DVR, Tata Motors DVR, you can see. I said if it stays above this as it went up, but it did not stay, it came back. Okay. I gave this stock also, Chola. Chola, I am bullish for next week also. Chola Mandalam investment, I gave. It went up, then pulled back a little bit. Move just 1% of a move, 1.5%. But given the volume, I can see, I think that it can be a good mover the next week also. HSIL, I gave. HSIL did good intraday, but not able to move very fast. Today also tried to go up. Has a potential according to this symmetrical triangle, can go up this much, but yet to move very decisively. Okay, so these are United Spirits. last stock that I should discuss. Okay, United Spirits it did not go up, and actually it failed. You can say it. This stock actually failed. Okay, this stock and Tata Motor DVR. So 2, 3 remaining in the same place, giving 2%, 3, 4 giving more than 7, 8%. Couple of them failing, giving 2% stop loss. So those are the things that we discuss, because I know that I have to follow chart while I give trades to my students, but also the overall scenario, the way things are shaping up, we are possibly not headed for a great 2022 for equity market until and unless the geopolitical things improve. Okay, United Spirits is in a good shape. If you see for the fall, this is the volume point of control. If it certainly able to stay above 930, it can go towards 1077. Next week, what stocks will work for TMP students? I will provide in the, and our team Raja, Vinay, Pawan will provide them in the TMP, and from there, we will discuss. Now, this is all from my side. I will request Vivek sir, if he is here, to please take over, sir. Hi sir, can you hear me?
Hi. Hi, good evening.
Hi. You are audible, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Very good evening to everyone. I hope you guys are doing good, and I hope market is not disturbing you too much. Uh, when we started this year, 2022, we knew that this year is not going to be very easy. The first quarter of this year was one of the toughest one for swing traders, and market is showing sign of recovery, and there is a possibility that you can think about making money from the market, but it's again is not going to be easy. Trust me. It will always show you that market is here to stay, and there will be massive bullish trend momentum in the market, but it's not going to be very easy. So people with weak hearts, this is a warning for you that we are living in a very different market scenario, very different world economy. The socio-political structure is quite different. Last time in 2008, when market fell and recovered in 2009, 2010, it was largely economic recovery. But because this time there is also socio-political issue led by Russia and Ukraine, the recovery, the shape and size of the recovery may not be the same. So we have to understand this is a market where you can play for short-term momentum, and you should also think of booking quick profits and quick losses. Okay. Uh, last, it's been a while since I interacted with you guys on Friday uh, because of my compulsions. See what is happening. I told when market was below 200-day moving average, I was 100% clear that I need to keep as much less position as possible. So most of my holdings was in cash. And I've told this very clearly that for me, Nifty 200-day moving average is a very, very important benchmark to retain my position. And since when market is above 200-day moving average, I'm building my momentum portfolio. Uh, Earlier, my stock was only 3 to 4 when market was below 200-day moving average. Now I have come back to my position of around 13, 14 stocks, which are high momentum stocks in the market. So, do you trade? How much should you have cash? How much you should take position? All these are questions which I'm sure is bothering you, and I will try to simplify that answer. So, the first question is, should I take position in the market? The answer is yes. The second question is, how much percentage of my portfolio or how much percentage of my capital should I have active in the market? So what I have done is, 30% of my net worth, which I have allocated for equity investment. it's there in my core portfolio. And that core portfolio is basically a combination of mother stocks and all those things which I record in my YouTube channel. If you see, I've already talked about these things. So that represents my core portfolio. And the rest, 70% is basically satellite. So out of that 70%, again 30%, I am there in the market playing momentum. 40% I'm in cash. Okay. Why? Because I feel that market still needs that very convincing breakout for me to deploy more capital. But yes, on a case-to-case basis, on a stock-specific basis, I am building positions in the same stocks which are showing strength to me. So to make it very simple for all of you, I would say 30% should be in your core portfolio till Nifty 200-day moving average is there. And 30 to 40% you should trade using your satellite strategy, which could be relative strength, which could be any strategy which you feel is good strategy for you. All right, now let me screen share and show you what is happening in the market, and let's try to build an opinion about the market. So this is the broader market. You see what market did. Dollar, by the way, dollar is 100 now. So it's not a healthy sign that dollar is becoming strong. Having said that, it was expected also that dollar will become strong because inflation is going up, interest rates is going up, dollar will be strong. We all knew it. The entire market knew it. We are not hero or rocket scientists that we predicted that, okay? But we have to understand that this is not the usual market. We are coming out of COVID. We are seeing the Ukraine-Russia issue. So market can remain irrational for some time. Remember this, market कुछ टाइम तक irrational रह सकता है. इसका मतलब अगर डॉलर ऊपर जाएगा तो हो सकता है कि इंडियन मार्केट भी ऊपर जाता जाए. It's so difficult to time it. It's so difficult to say that I will go short in the market because dollar is going up. Don't do that mistake, okay? Because we are not living in a normal world right now. ठीक है? So ये मार्केट डॉलर ऊपर जा रहा है. ये निफ्टी है. निफ्टी वीकली निफ्टी ने अपना 55 पीरियड से सपोर्ट लिया and daily Nifty is trading above all major moving averages. That means it's positive for the market. Okay. From a momentum perspective, it's a positive for the market. So I will definitely build a momentum portfolio and I will be very, very alert about booking profit and booking losses. So ये सिंपल टेक्निकल लाइन हमको क्या बोलता है कि मार्केट अभी स्ट्रांग है. 18,000 18,300 का एक रेंज है. इसके ऊपर मार्केट जाएगा तो हो सकता है कि मोमेंटम बरकरार रहे, और 18,300 400 के ऊपर चला गया तो मार्केट डेफिनेटली विल कंटिन्यू टू गो अप even though dollar will go up. Talking about the other macro variables like the interest rates in US. So this is the interest rate. 2-year US interest rate is going up because short-term inflation is quite evident there, and 10-year inflation is going up because of the opposite reason. So dollar is going up because the yield curve is going up. So it's actually a very scary sign for emerging market. Ideally, emerging market should have fallen by now, but they are not falling. So your allocation in the overall basket should be less because the emerging market should ideally fall because of dollar and the yield curve. ये conclusive है. लेकिन इंडिया में strength नजर आ रहा है because India is unique. You know, there is a China plus one story. There is something happening. So basically, India के अंदर में FIIs they exited. Now they are trying to consolidate. So it's a critical market right now. तो अगर आपको लगता है कि ये मार्केट कंडीशन में जहां पर एक इनएफिशिएंसी आ गई है मार्केट में और इरेशनैलिटी आ गई है मार्केट में, if you are not able to handle this, then probably you can stay away from the market. The best thing to do is that stay away, take a break, एक महीने के लिए चले जाओ कहीं पे, because ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि आप बहुत पैसा अपॉर्चुनिटी लूज कर जाओगे. You know, I went to Bombay for for some family event for last 8-9 days, and I came back on Sunday. उसके पहले तो मैं बॉम्बे जाने के पहले मेरा जो पोर्टफोलियो का जो पोजीशन था और बॉम्बे से आने के बाद मेरा जो पोर्टफोलियो था बहुत ज्यादा चेंज नहीं हुआ उसमें। ऑल्दो लास्ट उस वीक के अंदर में बहुत कुछ ऊपर नीचे हो गया होगा, बट जो पोर्टफोलियो में छोड़ के गया था, जो पोर्टफोलियो में लेके आया वापस से, इट्स प्रीटी मच द सेम। सो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग दैट यू विल सी मार्केट एक्टिविटी, बहुत कुछ होगा दिन भर में मार्केट में which will entice you to do something. You may prefer to become part of that, or you may say that नहीं यार I don't want to be part of that, मैं दूर चला आता हूँ because अभी मेरे को irrationality लग रहा है कि डॉलर ऊपर जा रहा है, सब कुछ ऊपर जा रहा है, तो ये मार्केट कैसे ऊपर जा सकता है? तो you can prefer to take that stance. I think I am clear. Am I communicating clearly to you guys? So इसमें कुछ सही गलत नहीं है, और इसमें कोई मैं आपको एक कॉन्क्रीट नहीं बोल सकता हूं कि ये करो, मैं ये नहीं बोल सकता हूं कि सब कुछ बेच दो और कैश में रहो, मैं कैसे बोल सकता हूं? आज मार्केट अगर इरैशनल रहा तो यू विल लूज अपॉर्चुनिटीज टू मेक मनी। देयर आर स्टॉक्स व्हिच आर शोइंग very strong momentum and they may go up from here, so I don't want you to lose that opportunity. So maybe 30%, 35% of your overall capital, 40% of your overall capital you should involve in the market, but make sure that you know your stop loss and make sure that you keep on booking profits, because this irrationality of the market may not continue for a very long period of time. I hope this is clear. अब दूसरी बात आती है कि सर मोमेंटम स्टॉक्स कैसे निकालें, जो I've been discussing this in multiple forums, be it my YouTube or wherever. मोमेंटम स्टॉक्स को कैसे निकालेंगे हम लोग? मोमेंटम निकालने का तो सबसे सरल तरीका है कि अगर वो स्टॉक स्ट्रॉन्ग है और अपना एक बुलिश जोन में ट्रेड कर रहा है, तो वो स्टॉक के अंदर में मुझे ब्रेकआउट्स ढूंढने हैं और पार्टिसिपेट करना है। या मार्केट गिर रहा है और वो स्टॉक में अभी भी स्ट्रेंथ नजर आ रही है, तो मुझे रिट्रेसमेंट में उस स्टॉक में पार्टिसिपेट करना है। ठीक है, यही थॉट प्रोसेस है ना, कि पहला है कि अगर स्टॉक के अंदर में ब्रेकआउट आया है तो मुझे पार्टिसिपेट करना है, और दूसरा है कि अगर स्टॉक करेक्ट कर रहा है लेकिन मार्केट से कम करेक्ट कर रहा है तो मुझे रिट्रेसमेंट में भी पार्टिसिपेट करना है। तो हाउ डू आई आइडेंटिफाई stocks where momentum is high right now? That is a $1 billion question. So उसके लिए $1 billion question के लिए सस्ता सुंदर स्टॉकेज है जो आपके $1 billion questions का जवाब देता है। So how do I identify stocks where there is very strong momentum? So I will give you 3 stages of identification. पहला सिंपल स्टेज, बहुत सिंपल स्टेज। मोमेंटम का मतलब क्या होता है कि कोई स्टॉक जिसके अंदर में काफी बायर है या काफी सेलर है। तो if you look at the price action scans, particularly the 52-week scans, stocks which are entering 52-week high zone or stocks which are within 52-week high zone, these are the stocks typically where momentum is high right now, correct? यही तो वो stocks है ना जहां पर momentum high है। तो you would like, if you want to play the momentum, you would like to play in these stocks which are within that 52-week high zone. High zone का मतलब हो गया 52-week high minus 15% as per our calculation. So these are the stocks where momentum is high. तो अगर इन stocks के अंदर में buying आ रही है तो you want to participate in that momentum. The second layer is that you probably create another layer of scan and you say that I will only look at stocks through combination. You can do that. I will look at stocks which are within 52-week high zone, stock entering 52-week high zone, stock outperforming benchmark index in 1 week and 3 months, and stock outperforming sector index in 1 week and 3 months. तो ये चारों पैरामीटर करके मैंने स्कैन बना दिया। तो ये सारे स्टॉक्स हैं जो परफेक्ट मैच में आ रहे हैं, राइट? और ये कुछ स्टॉक्स हैं जो कि ऑलमोस्ट देयर में। ठीक है, अब how do I analyze this? So let's go and download this. So let me download this. So many stocks are there जिनमें अभी momentum बहुत high है। ये perfect match वाले और बाकी almost there वाले। तो चलिए let's go and let's create in this watch list. Let us add those stocks and let me copy this and paste. So these are the stocks where momentum is very high, so many stocks. So one of the things which you can do is महिंद्रा एंड महिंद्रा को मेरे को ऐसे लिखना पड़ेगा, महिंद्रा एंड महिंद्रा एंड बजाज ऑटो. So how do you play momentum in so many stocks? So every day you download this and you look at the stock chart and you see which stock has probably just initiated the momentum and which stock is at the peak of the momentum. जैसे अडानी ग्रीन. Now अडानी ग्रीन 2 hourly chart के हिसाब से ब्रेकआउट देके काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टॉक, 2 hourly में भी स्ट्रॉन्ग, रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ 21 पीरियड में भी स्ट्रॉन्ग है, मोमेंटम भी बहुत हाई है. तो अडानी ग्रीन इज अ गुड बाइंग कैंडिडेट. बट व्हेन ऊपर में there is no breakout level, so you have to wait for this stock to retrace, right? So if you are a breakout trader, you will find out breakout levels, and if you are a retracement trader, you will wait for the retracement zone, which is typically previous swing low zone. Okay, Minda Corp again going up, but you don't have a breakout zone. You'll probably have to wait this stock to come here. और जब मार्केट गिरेगा तब ये नीचे आएंगे. Credit Access, Uflex. So look at the stocks which are showing momentum. Uflex interesting. So यहाँ का हाई को उसने तोड़ा and अभी इसके ऊपर चल रहा है. What is happening with the 2 hourly chart? 2 hourly chart is also strong. 21 period also strong. So this is an interesting stock. तो मैं इसको मार्क कर दूंगा. ये मेरा मंडे के लिए स्टॉक है. अडानी इंटरप्राइज स्ट्रॉन्ग मोमेंटम बट बहुत ऊपर हो गया, ब्रेकआउट लेवल के ऊपर चला गया, तो हम अभी इंटर नहीं कर सकते. IIFL, वाओ, दिस इज ग्रेट. लुक एट दिस. 2 hourly में भी स्ट्रॉन्ग हुआ, 21 पीरियड में स्ट्रॉन्ग हुआ. Yes, stock has already moved so much, but this stock has potential to move further because of the strength. So either you can participate with small quantity here because ये इस level के ऊपर में चला गया, तो you can participate with small quantity here, or you can wait for the stock to come down here. So ideally 315 310 is the great price for this stock, because if it comes down, the chances that it will retrace is very, very high. So IIFL is a good stock for me. EIH Hotel, amazing, already very high. So these are the stocks where momentum is high. Okay, now let me see the red list. Red list is again high momentum, but they have corrected. Adani Power, I will not enter right now, although it's a strong stock. It's highly काफी ज्यादा ऊपर बढ़ चुका है, तो I'll probably wait for a good retracement. तो मतलब कहीं ना कहीं एक रिवर्सल का साइन देगा, तब मैं इसके अंदर में घुसूंगा, नहीं तो मैं अभी नहीं घुसूंगा. करेक्ट. BCG, lot had been talked about this group. People are saying कि इसमें fraud है, तो I'll avoid these kind of stocks. JK Paper, very interesting. So gone up, coming down, still strong, can be bought at lower levels. I will start with small quantity because ये स्टॉक ने यहां से ब्रेकआउट दिया था, इसमें एक्शन आया, नीचे आया, पॉसिबली यहां आके 320 के से रिवर्सल हो जाएगा, बट वी कांट वेट टिल दिस लेवल, so I can start with small quantity. So JK Paper could be one stock which I can look at if at all I want to look at. Cipla, no, because it has become a weak stock now. Oberoi Realty, not convincing enough, but still strong. I will probably wait for a reversal. Now you can say that, sir, how are you making these judgments? Well, obviously, if you look at 100 charts a day, you will start making those judgments. Because after all, trading is not just science. It's a combination of arts and science. So the more you look at the chart, the more you look at the price behaviors of multiple stocks, better you will be able to, apply your art skill into the market. Canfin Home, strong, chances है यहाँ से रिवर्सल होगा. देखिए, this is the classic sign of a good stock कि ये गिरता भी है तो steep fall नहीं है, और गिरते हुए बाजार में बहुत ज्यादा वॉल्यूम नहीं है, तो दिस इज एन इंटरेस्टिंग स्टॉक. सो माय पॉइंट इज दैट फिगर आउट स्टॉक्स विच आर स्ट्रॉन्ग विद ह्यूज मोमेंटम, एंड उसी में से स्टॉक पकड़ना पड़ेगा अगर आपको मोमेंटम प्ले करना है तो. नहीं तो where will you get the stock? Because you don't want to play contrarian by buying stocks where momentum is not there. For example, let's talk about, say, Idea, Vodafone Idea. Let's see if there is a momentum in this stock. So yes, Vodafone Idea have just entered into the momentum stage now. So this is decently good stock to build your position. It may not be trading within that 15% or 52-week high zone, but yes, this stock has started showing build up of the momentum. You can also filter this further by adding fundamental scans. Like, for example, I want to only add stocks which are showing quarterly net profit growth and quarterly EBITDA growth. अगर ये दोनों growth है तभी मेरे लिए वो stock important है. तो अब अपने stock देखें. So these are the stocks which are showing profitability growth as well as momentum in the market. So ये combination करके, we have created this strategy. And if you're going to swing bullish strategy, there's a strategy called Eagle, which I've been talking for many, many months now. Now, these are the stocks where price-based strength is also there and fundamental strength is also there. So you may only look at Eagle stocks for playing momentum. So for example, I already have a watch list called Eagle. So these are the stocks which are hyper momentum stocks. और जब भी कोई स्टॉक इसके अंदर में आता है, चांसेस होता है कि वो स्टॉक में मोमेंटम कंटिन्यू रहे. So you can start with small quantity in these stocks, especially the stock which has just got into the Eagle category, right? So this is the market. This is what I wanted to talk to you guys about, that this is the market which is very stock specific, momentum driven. So you have to be 100%. Yeah, now I guess you guys can see me. So this is a market which is very stock specific, momentum driven. The broader market view is I will not be very, very positive, although market is trading above 200 moving average. So I'm happy to play stock specific momentum. But बड़ा पैसा इस मार्केट में कमिट करना जहां पे डॉलर ऊपर है, क्रूड ऊपर है, इन्फ्लेशन ऊपर है, सो इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी में उसका इंपैक्ट दिखने लग गया है, I will not be comfortable. So I am okay with maintaining a core portfolio of 25-30 stock, 30%, and have a satellite momentum portfolio of another 30% and a cash of 40%, because cash is also a position. Cash हमेशा अच्छा होता है और पैसा उसमें लगता नहीं है, रिटर्न नहीं आता है, बट कैश का फायदा ये होता है कि अपॉर्चुनिस्ट होता है. जब पैसा का अपॉर्चुनिटी आएगा तब हमारे पास कैश आना चाहिए. In this market, until unless dollar shows correction, yield curves go down, market में कभी भी बड़ा correction आ सकता है. So one has to be careful about the position. And for people with weak hearts, I will never recommend them to remain invested right now, because कुछ भी हो सकता है. Market is in a situation कि कुछ भी हो सकता है. तो अगर आप कोर पोर्टफोलियो खाली रखें और बाकी मार्केट में 1 महीने के लिए ब्रेक पे चले जाएं और 1.5 महीने के लिए ब्रेक पे चले जाएं, I think that probably is a better solution than toying around with the market full day. Chaliye, this is what I wanted to discuss with you guys. I hope it was useful, and I hope I mean, Souradeep is obviously great in what he does with his perspectives, but I hope it was good session for all of you. Thank you so much for joining. I mean, we don't take questions in this session. It's typically thought sharing with all of you. I hope you find these sessions useful every Friday, and I hope to see you guys next Friday soon. Take care. Have a great week ahead, a great weekend, and have a great week ahead. And keep learning. That's the thing which we need to be there in the market all the time. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.